Jana Duggar had an amazing 2024. It all began when she made her debut on YouTube after being on a social media hiatus for a few years. She showed Duggar News fans how different her life had become in a few years as she introduced her new apartment and flashed her engagement ring. Jana also tied the knot last year to Stephen Wisseman. Fans knew Jana as the devoted elder sibling. Unlike the rest of her brothers and sisters, she had decided not to tie the knot at an early age. But as time passed, she emerged as a different person. Now, there is a buzz suggesting that Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar owe her eldest daughter millions of dollars. Why is that? Over the last year, Jana Duggar broke many family rules. One of them was dating Stephen Wisseman instead of courting him and engaging in tons of PDA before their marriage. Apart from this, she also showcased some tiny shorts while giving everyone a tour of her small home. Duggar News followers could sense Jana must be sick of her family's IBLP practices. Many noticed in her new wedding video that while Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar were present at Jana's wedding, they didn't look that happy. Viewers speculated that they must be upset over losing someone who was looking after their younger kids at their home. Since then, more theories have come on the internet. One of them suggests that the Duggar parents owe their eldest daughter as much as $2 million. Let's find out why. Everyone got to meet all the Duggar siblings through the show 19 Kids and Counting, as well as Counting On. Usually they would start courting by 16 and marry quite young. But Jana didn't do that up until her 30s. She instead decided to stay with her parents and help them look after their younger kids. The Duggars used to have a buddy system in their family. Under this, parents paired older siblings with younger ones to share care and responsibilities. Older siblings helped their assigned younger siblings with tasks like dressing, feeding, and supervising them. This system allowed the family to manage their large household more efficiently. Hence, Jana took up these responsibilities for many years. Duggar News followers took it upon themselves to calculate how much money would Jim and Michelle Duggar owe their daughter had they been paying her for her services and time. As per them, if Jana worked about 60 hours a week and earned $20 an hour, she would have made just under $2 million over 30 years. But everyone knew Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar must not be paying their daughter. They must have made it seem like no matter how much work, family stands up for one another and does it free of charge. Do you think Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar should pay their daughter money? Jinger Dugger has been embracing every moment of her third pregnancy. The 31-year-old announced that she was having a third child with Jeremy last October. Many were also surprised that the two are having a new baby almost 4 years after welcoming Evangeline. Recently, Jinger was spotted looking gorgeous as she flaunted her baby bump in public. Jinger continues to make podcasts on YouTube with her husband, Jeremy. The Counting On alums relocated to a new house in California last July. The married couple is trying to renovate their new home. However, it seems that Jeremy wants to focus more on his wife's pregnancy. Aside from their upcoming child, Jinger has also been looking forward to releasing her new book this month, People Pleaser: Breaking Free from the Burden of Imaginary Expectations. It will feature how she broke free from living up to the expectations of people around her. Jinger Dugger was recently spotted walking in public with her daughter, Felicity. According to sources, the Counting On alum was leaving the church with her daughter. But what's noticeable was her stunning outfit while showing off her baby bump. Jinger can also be seen wearing white high-heeled boots. Jinger's outfit also appears to be something Jim Bob would disapprove of. However, it seems the Duggar family no longer follows their strict conservative dress codes, especially after Michelle met with some of her daughters last month to celebrate the holidays. Many of her daughters can be seen wearing pants, while the younger ones had to pair their leggings with a skirt. Aside from her recent public sighting, Jinger Dugger also took to social media to share a clip from her bowling day with Jeremy. Despite her growing baby bump, the counting on alum revealed that she can still play and hit a good score in bowling. She captioned, "Where are my bowlers at? Post your best score in the comments." Many were also impressed by Jinger's ability to stay physically active during her pregnancy. "You did well for a pregnant lefty. Be excited like Felicity was at your accomplishment. Learn from the babes. I love to see you smiling and having fun. I stink at bowling, I just go to laugh and have fun with friends/family. Are you safe bowling with that heavy ball and swinging it with your little treasureine in your belly?" Though Jinger Dugger is the rebel daughter, we all know that the Duggar family lives by a strict set of rules. The code, which includes no dancing, swimsuits, or social media until you're engaged, was devised by Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar to keep their children pure and godly in the eyes of the Lord. And, up until this year, the Duggars seem to have faithfully followed all of those rules as long as we've known them, except, of course, for Josh Duggar, aka the reason that some of those rules were instituted in the first place. But in the past year, something seems to have changed, and not just with Jinger. Of course, Jinger is the obvious offender. It seems she started the whole rebellious trend when she made the decision to, gasp, clutches pearls, wear pants. The Duggar daughters have been required by their parents to wear long skirts and dresses since they were little, not only because they're modest, but because they also flaunt the girls' femininity. When Jinger first stepped out of the house in long pants, emphasizing that she had in fact 2 separate legs individually clothed and not one weird super leg that tapered off into 2 feet, it caused quite a stir. So much that even Jana Duggar somehow got caught in the middle of it. But it wasn't long before Jinger wasn't just wearing pants, but also rocking shorts and pink skinny jeans and sleeveless shirts, developing a whole new sense of style. The Duggars tried to pretend that it was all okay because Jeremy Vuolo is her husband and now in charge of her rules, and he said it was cool. But still, we know Jim Bob and Michelle can't be too happy about this, especially since it seems to have sparked a whole Duggar daughter revolution. Yep, it took a while to trickle down, but by November, Jill Duggar was spotted wearing a pair of pants too. Jill Duggar, you guys. Jill, aka the daughter fans on Reddit described as the last person on the planet I'd expect to be wearing pants. And there were even sightings of a maybe possibly could be Jessa wearing pants or leggings with a short skirt. We'll probably never know if it was actually her, but Jessa's broken a rule before when she admitted to having unsupervised phone calls with now husband Ben Seawald when they were still just engaged, so who knows? Maybe girls got a full-blown wild side. It's not all just jeans and corduroys. Jill has also been spotted rocking a nose ring, a kind of body modification that conservative Christian families like the Duggars don't support. Rumor has it that it might be related to having more babies, and if that's the case, JB plus M are probably on board. Got to get those 100 grandchildren somehow, right? And Jill's husband Derek Dillard posted an Instagram video of people dancing. "Our family has chosen not to dance," Jill once said on 19 Kids and Counting. And yet there Derek was, rocking out to Despacito, a far from appropriate track. For most people, these actions would be no big deal, but for Duggar family members, they're basically huge scandals that had fans freaking out. And it's not just the married, out-of-the-home Duggars who are itching for a little more freedom. Within the house, Jana Dugger is also acting out. This year, he started using Instagram again, even though he's hardly engaged, at least, that we know of. Jana Dugger and Austin Forsyth were also caught on camera breaking a courting rule when they touched hands. Again, the rules themselves are kind of laughable to most normal people, but for the Duggars, this is serious business. If everyone can wear pants and join Instagram and pierce their nose without any problems, what will the Duggars come to in 2018? Tasteful lob haircuts, conservative one-piece bathing suits with board shorts, holding hands with their fiancés without a parent or sibling chaperoning. Honestly, all bets are off. but here's what we're thinking we might actually see in the year to come. That's what Jeremy said in a sermon after the initial pants debacle. After all, it is your liberty as to whether you dress modestly with a modest pair of pants, or with a skirt, or with a t-shirt, or with a blouse. It is not your liberty, women, to wear sensual, seductive clothing that is designed to draw the attention of your brothers, he said in the spring. So that must mean you can be modest in a one-piece, right? Jana Duggar will join social media. Or, if we're lucky, it'll turn out that she's been on Instagram all along, and her secret interior decorator account will go public. Maybe then she can become the Joanna Gaines Take Two she was always meant to be. Jedediah or Jeremiah will kiss a girl. Who wants to wait for marriage? These twins look like they could become real troublemakers. And once they're 19, they'll be a normal age in their family to start courting. That is, if they haven't already. Look, we can't predict the future, but 2017 seems to have been the year of bucking the rules. We're just hoping for more in the next year, and that all of the Duggar kids can finally find themselves as free as Jinger Dugger seems to be. Here's to keeping our fingers crossed. Christmas is a big deal for the Duggar family from counting on, as it's the time they celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, and also the time of year they all get together as one. This joyous gathering is evident in their Christmas card this year, which the family shared on Facebook. Even eldest son Josh Duggar, who was dragged down by 2 scandals years ago, looked happy and relaxed in the photo. The family grew significantly this year, with Joanna marrying Austin Forsyth and Joseph tying the knot with Kendra Caldwell. Not to mention, Anna, Jill, and Jessa welcoming 3 baby boys between them. Fans of the family showered them with warm greetings. Merry Christmas Duggars, Dillards, Seawalds, and Forsyths. Beautiful picture. Your family just keeps growing and growing. It will be interesting to see how many grandchildren you have. Love your family so much. A netizen wrote. The Duggars also shared several photos of their younger kids opening presents, but what stood out most was the photo of Jim Bob and Michelle's adopted son Tyler. We got a little snow, and Tyler built a tiny car hood snowman, they wrote in the caption. Many people commented how lucky Tyler is to have the Duggars to raise him. Kid's a doll. So happy he has such an amazing family to grow and love him, a fan wrote. One fan even joked that Tyler should have a name that starts with G as well, like the rest of the Duggar kids. If he lives there, they should name him Jiler or something, a woman wrote. Tyler Wayne Hutchins is actually Michelle's 8-year-old great-nephew. The family welcomed him late last year after Tyler's mother, Michelle's niece, had trouble raising him. The court documents earlier obtained by ET revealed that the Christian couple have been granted temporary guardianship of Tyler after they filed an emergency petition on August 26. The guardianship was made permanent on November 21. The boy's 23-year-old mother, Rachel Hutchins, reportedly exhibited a pattern of behavior demonstrating that she is presently unable to meet Tyler's health, safety, and other needs, since she is unemployed, has no means of transportation, and presently under probation. She agreed to sign off on the Duggars' guardianship, provided that they allow her supervised visits with her son.